All right, so what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to learn how to make snow. And we're going to have it where if you look at the sphere, it sticks to the top of the character as they move around, things like that. All right, so I'm going to begin by turning off our rain particle. And I'm going to right click in here and go to Effects, Particle System here. And let's make sure that all of our values are zeroed out here. Now, I'm going to name this Snow Particle System. And let's place this under Particles here. Now, turn off Selection Outline so you can see here, so that we can, so we don't have the orange around it, and it makes it a little bit easier to see. All right, similar to our rain, what I want to do is change the shape to a box. And in the scale section here, just kind of adjust it so it fills sort of the area. Let's say we want snow outside the window. Something like this. And then we're going to set start speed to 0 here so that they all sit inside the box here. And velocity over lifetime, let's expand that. And if you recall, we go y in the negative direction and it'll go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a constant between 2 points. And what this does is this will give us some variation. So for example, if we're looking at, I just want it to be a little bit through the ground because we're going to add collision just like in rain. So let's do minus 1.5 and then maybe minus 2. So now we have a little bit of variation in the way the snow is falling. Now let's increase the particle count. So go to emission and then type in like 100. That might be, well, you know what? If we change the start size as well, let's see, to maybe 0.2. Yeah, that still looks good. So now we have like this snowfall happening. And let's see what else. So that's smaller. If we go down to, a lot of it's similar to our rain. So if we go to collision and we turn that on, and if you recall, instead of planes, we did world, and we're getting things bouncing off. If we take dampening and we enter 0 there, you could see now it's just falling and it's hitting the surface. And, you know, so it's, and it's actually detecting, you can see the sphere here, which is nice, but we want it to stick like snow. Also, while we're here, snow doesn't necessarily fall this way. We have a little bit of wind. And so linear here, if we move this randomly, you'll see it'll move randomly to the right, but we have a little bit too much going in that direction. So if we do minus 0.9, it gives us a little bit more randomness like real snow. Let's do 1 and then minus 1 and see how that looks. I kind of like that better. So now we're getting that zigzag stuff that we see in like animated movies or outside. I kind of like how it rolls off, but it's not rain. And like I said, I want it to stick. And the way we do that is we add dampening to it. So let's turn that to 1. And now you can see it sticks. But one of the problems that we have is you see how the snowflakes, let me pause it, are off of the surface of the sphere, just like our rain was. Well, one way we can fix this is by taking our radial scale and just bringing that value down. And now you can see it's just sitting right on top of the surface. So that's pretty nice. Now our character, it's going to stick to our character. We might have to decrease the size of our snowflakes. I wouldn't for effect, but you could see he's a very thin, like cyborg robot character, so it's hard for them to stick. So you might have to play with that radial scale on somebody like this that's really more intricate. One other thing I'd like to change is you could see start color. This is pretty cool because we could do random between 2 colors. And for the second color, you can go with, like I like to said before, I like to give it a little bit of just a darker color, maybe something like this. And then now we can see it a little better. Maybe that's a little bit too much blue. It looks almost like magical. So something, yeah, like that. And we could get much more detailed into snow by creating our own material and stuff, but I think for now that's pretty good.